This conference will now be recorded.
Any questions regarding history data?
No.
No. So today we'll discuss about record types and how to create different page layouts.
Okay.
So before that, okay. So let me explain the requirement. Clients. So before Salesforce, okay, this HR like a HR people used to save the employee details. Okay, employee
Yeah.
details means employee name, designation, salary, date of joining, like that they used to save, but they have given only few details. Okay, so
Mm.
HR person, okay, now the requirement from HR team, they want to save that they want to save the data. Okay, so before Salesforce, they used to save data like this, like since it is a sales company, so they're having teams like means departments as a sales department, as well as all other departments like HR, operations, and other accounts and everything they kept in one thing called all together they call as a non-sales and sales people sales if any sales people are joining, so they used to save data in a sales department. Okay, so like that he used to save data in a two different sheets. Okay, so in one sheet he called as a sales department. So in a sales department any person is joining, so he's saving his data, he or her. Okay, he or she. And another non-sales department also, if any person comes, so they used to here they are saving the data. Okay, so like this they are differentiating the records, like this is one record, right? This is a one record. What do we call this? And this is one record and this is another record, right? So records they are separating by department wise. Okay, so they are how they are separating, since it is Excel and they are keeping separate in separate sheets, they are keeping different departments data. Okay, the same way what they are asking, when I created this employee object, when I given to them to create a records. Okay, so what they are saying, so everything is look like good. Okay, so when I try to go and create a new record, sorry, new record. Okay, so here I'm able to give all the details. Okay, qualification and everything is there, sales experience, everything is there. Okay, but how can I differentiate this particular record, whatever I have created is belongs to sales department and belong to non-sales. So I want to differentiate. I want to see a difference here. Once I save the record, once I create the record, once I save, and before creating the record, okay, let's say here, okay, before he try to save the data, he himself know that, okay, echo billing person means, let's say someone is joining as a in billing side, billing side means is a non-sales. Let's say someone is joining as a sales team lead or sales head, so he knows that he go on, he wants to go on, he can go on, he can save the data in sales department. Okay, so like that, before creating a record here, so they are asking to differentiate the record, they are asking how I can differentiate the record. Okay, so this is the requirement. So in this requirement, how we can implement here means, in our in Salesforce. Okay, to differentiate the records, to differentiate a record, we have something called uh, record types. Okay, so record type, let's go and discuss. Just go to setup, go to the particular object, employee object. These record types are specific to objects. Okay, why? Because this is specific to particular data, right? Employee data, right? So employee data means employee object. So record types are specific to objects, employee. Okay. So here we have something called record types. Okay. So before creating a record, system will ask you, do you want to create a record in which department? You want to create a record in a sales department or non-sales department? So here I taken the record department as two, sales and non-sales. Clear? Means whatever the requirement is clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So before creating a record type, okay. let's say he want to create a record in a sales department or non-sales department. So for sales and non-sales department, we need to create a different page layouts first of all. Okay, because same layout you cannot show in a same feature, same layout you cannot show in both, right? So you need to have some difference, right? So before creating a record type, we need to create a page layouts. Okay, and those page layouts we can assign to each record type. So here I will create a page layout. Before page layout, let me create a, yesterday we have missed one field called designations. Let me create, click new. So designation means pick list, pick list. So I call designation. I want to have values like sales at sales manager, sales team lead. Okay. Next is sales representative. Next, HR. Next, accountant for billing some other person. And accountancy. And another operation manager. And I can say store manager also. Next, this way values in alphabet. Click next. Save. Okay. Now let me create page layout. Okay. So page layouts and record types and fields and relation, everything is related to objects. Okay. So how to create a page layout? Just click on new page layout. So you can create a page layout from any one of the existing by making, we can make a copy of the existing page layout, or else you can create from the scratch. Okay. So we have option, you can take a existing any of the existing page layout, or else you can, in none means you are creating from scratch. So I'll create from scratch. I will say that sales layout, sales team layout. I'll say people who are sales team layout. I will say sales team layout. Click save. Okay, since I created from scratch. Okay, here in the field section. Okay, in information, in the employee information section, I'll get only if you're trying to create, if you're trying to create a page layout from scratch without um, from scratch. Okay, so what you will get means, you will get by default, you will get mandatory fields which are available in here. What are the mandatory fields available, it will show here. Okay, in the page layout. Okay, so remaining these are all, we can now drag it down. Okay, so now let me put employee name, employee name, date of joining. Okay, next designation. Okay, then let's say experience. Okay, let's say since it is a sales, right? Sales, sales team. So I don't want to take experience one. I want to have sales experience only here, and I want to have qualification. Yes, qualification. I want to have salary. Okay, and one section, another section I'll take as a sales team, sales sales employee, sales team, employee, personal details. Sorry, personal details. So here I will take his phone number and it is date of birth and his age. Phone number I'll keep this side. Okay, and then I'll take his email ID. Okay, and save it. Yeah. Now I want to create one more page layout. Create new page layout. So I want to make a copy of the employee now. Okay, and I'll say non-sales layout. Click save. So if I made a copy of employee, see whatever the employee in employee layout, whatever the features are there, everything will come. So here I don't want to take this one. Okay, we can remove and I can rename this one. I want to rename select properties. I'll say non-sales team employee attendance. Okay, to make a difference, I just taken attendance here. In that one I have not taken, and here I don't want to keep sales experience thing, right? I don't want to keep dragged out. Okay, and yeah, experience this side. Okay. Any other thing I can take? Okay, then save it. Let's see whether we can change this one. We cannot change the header. Okay, then save it. Okay, so now we have created different layouts. Now let's go and create a page record type. Let's go to record types. Okay, create new record type. Okay, so here also you can make a copy of the any of the existing record types, or else you have to select master only. By default it will select master. So I'll say sales department record type. Okay, and I will say to make active, and then to whom and all you want to give access this record type. So I don't want to give everyone. I want to give to only this. My ID has a system administrator profile, right? I want to give only for system administrator profile myself. Click next, and which page layout you want to select. Since it is a sales, I want to select sales team layout. Okay, and save and new. Let me create one more page layout. So yeah, I want to create one more layout called non-sales. Non-sales department. Make it active, and I want to assign to who can access this one, system administrator person. Okay, then click next. Okay, now since it is a non-sales, to whom and all you want to give means here which page layout you want to access, non-sales. Okay, then say okay. Now it's showing pick list for availability. We'll come back to this one. Okay, now let's go and try to see whether it got added here or not. When I click new record, let's refresh. See, before creating a record, it is asking, so do you want to create a record in sales department or non-sales department? Select a record type, right? So let's say I want to create a record in sales department. Okay, so sales department layout came, right? Sales department layout. So here you see designation. Okay, I don't want to see other designations here, right? Accountant, area manager, billing, HR, operation head. Okay, I want to see only sales related designation here, and in the qualification also, I don't want to see computer engineers here, BTech person and MCA person. I want to see only MBA and degree, right? Then only this record is meaningful, right? Whatever the record. If I see other designation here, then what is the use of creating this layouts? We can go ahead with the first employee layout only, right? There we have everything. Whichever we want, we can fill up. So I want to remove this. I want to show only sales related. Okay. The same way in non-sales department. Okay. So here I don't want to call non-sales BTech MBA person, as well as in the designation. Okay. I don't want to call sales designations here. Okay. So how we can achieve? Let me go to the page record types. Okay. Record types, non-sales, click non-sales department. So here something you have see pick list for available for editing, pick list available for editing. Just click on designation, edit. Okay. So since it is a non-sales, I don't want to see sales people here. Select and select control from your keypad. Select one by one. Okay. And remove. Okay. And save it. Same way qualification, edit. I don't want to see. Since it is non-sales. I don't want to see MBA person. Remove. Save. Same like just go to sales department. Okay. Edit designations. The sales department. I don't want to see accountant. Area manager, billing, HR, operations, store manager. Remove. Only sales. Save. The same way in the qualification. Since it is a sales, I don't want to see computer engineering. Sales. Save. Okay. Now let's go and see whether it got updated or not. Employee record, click new. Let's create a few records. The employee name, money, data joining, today, qualification, MCA, designation. See, I'm not able to see since it is a which record types non-sales. I'm not able to see other departments here, right? I'll say HR. Okay. The salary is 3,000. Okay. So what is the experience? 7 years, I say. Okay. These details will save later. Save and new. I want to create one more record and saying that qualification builder, designation, area manager, salary, 1 lakh. Okay. The experience is 10 years. Save and new. So this I am creating manually records. We have something option called data loader. Through that we can insert the records. Okay, no need to create manually. Okay, if you have bulk data, how you can create manually, right? So Priya, data of joining, his day-to-day activity, he will create the records, but in generally we'll have option to load the data. You cannot create 1,000 records at a time, right? So yes, 4 years. Say I want to create one more on the records in non-sales, sales department. Click next. I want to say journey. Sales
Can we upload direct
That's what I
databases
said.
into
That's
this?
what I said. Sorry.
We have the data in an Excel sheet.
That's what I said. No? That's what I said. We have option to. We cannot create every time records here. So that's what I said. We have something option called data loader. Told you no
Data
only.
uploader. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Through that we
Yeah.
can create a record. We can upload records.
Okay.
See. Okay. So now let's go to the. So here we are able to see records, but not in the. We are not seeing exactly details, right? So to see the details, we need to create a list view. Okay, create a new list view, new. Okay, a list view is name is employee details. All users can see this, or you can see only you, or you can share with any one of them. Let's say, okay. So employee details. Okay. Now you can you can set filters, select fields to be displayed. So employee name. Then I want to see uh, employee ID. Okay, record ID will come because I have not selected uh, employee ID here because let's see, created employee ID. Let's see. Name. Okay, so I have not selected employee ID, created employee ID. Okay, no issues. Employee details. So add the filters here. Select fields to. So employee name, then designation I want to see, then date of joining, add, then experience, and then qualification, and record type, and salary, sales experience. Save it. Okay. So in here also we can select fields in a proper format. Okay. So I'll say record type next, employee name, record type, and designation, date of joining, experience, qualification. So I want to say sales how to that experience. I want to have experience, sales experience. So date of joining I don't want, qualification, salary I want to show. And save it. Okay. See here. Okay. So this how they can see, and here they can differentiate the record type, and they can create a filter also. You can create a filters on particular, add a filter, and I want to create a filter on, let's say record type, the field called record type. I want to see records only non-sales department. Done. Save. It will show people who are into only sales department. Okay, and I want to see only record type equals to only non-sales. I don't want to see sales. Done. Save. It shows non-sales department. Okay, and non-sales also I want to see employee details whose salary is, add another filter, whose salary is less than, less or no, less than 50,000, less than 60,000. See, I got 2 records. So like that, we can create a filters also here. Okay, we can create filters, and this is end user screen actually. So this requirement will ask sometimes your end user. Okay, so I want to display the records here like this. So we can create a list view for him. Okay, how we can achieve? We can create a list view. In that list view also, we can apply formulas on fields. Okay, we can apply logic on fields. How means we can apply filters. So here, if you can add a filter, okay, and you can add a filter logic also. You can add, okay. So depends. It depends upon the how the user is asking. Okay, and let's say I don't want to. I want to show both the record types. I want to show both the record types, and I want to show both the record types whose salary is whose uh, maybe you want to see data of joining wise whose salary is less than, okay, less than 60,000. You want to see those records. Okay, you can see. See. Okay. So like this, we can create a list view. Clear? How to create a record type.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. So we have done with actually object creation, app creation, data modeling, then object creation, fields we have seen. Okay. And we
Hmm.
have seen something called
Page
page
layouts.
layouts and record types. Okay.
Yes.
And yeah, evening what time you want to connect? I'll stop here for today. I'll stop here. So evening what time we can connect today?
Uh,
If you if you
I
we
will,
can connect it. Sorry.
I will update you by 4:30.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay,
7 you
okay.
mentioned. In between somewhere we can connect.
Sorry, I didn't
Evening
get
5
it.
you mentioned, no?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
will,
Till
before that,
7:30.
I will update
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Till 7:30, not 7:30. Sorry, 6:30. I have session actually. Sorry, 6:30 to 7:30. I have session. Then
Oh,
again, I have session at 8:30. 6:30, 7:30. Then 8:30 to 9:30. After that, I'm free.
okay. So, like, how
If
much
you
time it
if
will
you
take to for the remaining?
uh, remaining at least 1 hour 15 minutes, 1 hour, more
1
than 1 hour. Yeah, then we are done.
So that means 5 to 6:50 maybe can be done, right?
Yes, yes. 5 to 6:30. Yes, we can connect.
Okay. Otherwise, after 9.
Yeah, yes. Otherwise, after 9 we can see.
Okay, so then I will update you.
Yeah, yes,
This
yes, yes.
at my office.